Hello guys, Red is Great here. Welcome back to another video on our election analysis series. We're going from 1860 all the way to 2020. 2020 video will be out soon. Consider not doing it for a variety of reasons because I didn't want to be possibly biased during it. And I didn't want freaking people to riot over me saying my opinion in the video, but I don't care now, so I'm just going to do it. 1984, yeah, a landslide, easily, just one state. Oh, plus DC. DC, everyone forgets DC exists. So, what was this election about, you say? First, let's go to maps.jacksonjew.com and look at the margins. 90% of the country was safe. DC went to Mondale by 71 points. Yeah, that's just how blue DC is. And also 530 days till the 2022 election. New York was plus 8 for Reagan. I didn't mean to click. Pennsylvania was 7. West Virginia was 10. Illinois was 12. 7 in Iowa. 9 in Wisconsin. 12. 13. 16 in California. Traditionally, blue states, Texas was 27. SC 28. Alabama 22. All these southern states barely went to Reagan in 1980, so you go. 1980, look. Most of the South barely went to Reagan. Like, he barely won Tennessee, barely won Arkansas, barely won Massachusetts, barely won a lot of these states. But 1984, Reagan was a popular incumbent, and Walter Mondale was Carter's VP. Plus, Mondale barely won Minnesota. This would have been basically a 50-state sweep. I mean, technically, count DC as a state, but let's go ahead and turn the format back around. Don't worry, we're gonna have PC videos now. I'm still using the phone because I don't actually have proper recording equipment for this. So, disclaimer: if everything sucks, you know why. 58% of the popular vote for Reagan, 40.6% for Walter Mondale, a literal blowout. 13 electoral votes. Reagan won 49 states. Walter Mondale had a very historic running mate, Geraldine Ferraro, she was a representative from New York. Oh, she only passed in 2011. Interesting, but she was a member of the House, I guess. First female running mate. Very interesting. He only faced token opposition in his bid for renomination. Mondale defeated Jesse Jackson. Everything. Plus, the economy was strong. There was basically Reagan was seen as a savior that fixed America from Carter's administration. Mondale criticized Reagan's supply side economics, Reaganomics, called for a nuclear freeze. Yeah, it was a very lopsided election. I say. As of 2021, this is the most recent presidential election in which both parties' presidential nominees are deceased. Both Reagan, Mondale, and both of the VPs are deceased. So, I say notable phrases and expressions. Let's go to C. Results. Let's look at the county map. Yeah, truly a blowout. Mondale did. I mean, he still had the pockets of Democratic base in the South, Southern Texas, these random places in the Great Plains. He did pretty well in the Duluth, I think it's called the Arrowhead region, I think. He did well there. Mondale was from Minnesota, so, and Canada usually does really well in the home state. Like, Reagan excelled everywhere. Look at Utah, look how deep red that is. Look at Florida. Look how deep red this is. It's just really interesting. Election results by county, results by congressional district, margin of victory by state. Most of the country was safe Reagan territory. There's a few likely, a few lean, and like 2 tilt. Let's see. He was reelected by a landslide. Let's see. 55% of women voted for Reagan, besides Geraldine Ferraro being Mondale's VP. Very interesting. Reagan also won a bunch of Democrats over. Reagan Democrats. Millions of Democrats voted for Reagan in 1980. Reagan Democrats were Southern whites, blue-collar workers. Let's say. There weren't really any third party. And this is kind of basically it, I guess. So that's kind of it. Let's go actually to the close states. Minnesota, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maryland, Pennsylvania, New York, Wisconsin. 7-point state would have been Michigan, 18 points. Reagan could have just won Minnesota and it would have literally been a blowout, actually. He could have asked for... Since the margin was so close, Reagan could have asked for a recount, but it would just made no sense and it would have... People would make, oh, Reagan's greedy, he wants to win every state. For a Mondale victory, you would have to win PA, New York. You would have to win the Rust Belt. The South is basically out of Democrat reach. Because with these traditionally liberal Democrats, you would have to win a lot of these traditionally blue states, like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maryland, West Virginia. West Virginia was still pretty blue at the time. Ohio, basically the Rust Belt, but that didn't happen. Mondale lost very badly. I really just don't. I really want to say this about. There's not really much to talk about. It was a Reagan blowout. Reagan won, and that's basically it. But going into the video here, the next video actually will be the 1860 election, the most insane election ever. This election literally led to a war. But red would have bet 2020. No. 2020 red led to some protest and riot. So that's it. And a insurrection. But yeah, this was interesting. But 1860 and it's either going to be 2020 or 1860. We'll see. But don't worry, guys. I have a special video coming up for 130 subs. Well, it's going to be 240 subs, but we're not there. But I don't care really. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.